Okay, today we're going to take a look at a couple presentations. I'm going to show you some things that you should do and some things that you may not want to do in your presentation. We're all putting together a PowerPoint presentation about a college or university on how many slides? 10 to 12, okay? You need a minimum of 10 slides worth of information. You should also try to put a cover slide and maybe an ending slide, and that'll give you 12 slides right there. Tomorrow we're going to print these out as handouts to the color printer, and you're going to print them out at 6 per page. We went over how to print out handouts in the last presentation, so I don't have to go over that again. But let's take a look at a couple presentations, and you tell me what you think. What are some of the things that they possibly could have done different? Okay, who can give me one thing that they probably could have done different? Don't say put a frame on the pictures. Yes. Capitalize the letters. Little stuff like that, right? Capitalizing letters. Those are things that your teacher will notice and you may not. So it's helpful to have somebody else look at your presentation. I've been talking about this for the past week or so. Never turn anything into the basket without having somebody else look at it first. That's something that somebody else should have caught for that person, right? What else could they have done a little bit differently? Yeah. Say it again. Organized it better, right? You got cost, room and board, classes, athletic, clubs, organizing. Okay, so you want to put like slides together. All right, put slides that talk about school spirit, sport, stuff like that. Put those things together. Put things that talk about money, finances. Put those things together. All right, it needs to have a logical organization. Remember, you pretend you are giving this presentation to somebody who knows absolutely nothing about your school. All right, what else could that person have done differently as far as the design is concerned? Yeah,
Made the text bigger.
made the text bigger, definitely. See this text over here? Could you guys read all that? No. Okay. One of the reasons is probably the text box is too big. Makes the text box smaller, put it off to the side. Now you can go and make your text a little bit larger and it'll fit in that spot. Okay. Anything else they could have done differently? Spell check, definitely. It's not going to tell you every time there's a misspelled word. You have to do spell check. Okay? What else? What about the background? Plain, boring. Okay? It's because it was a template picture that was used. Right? And so for this particular project, I don't want you to do that. I want you to create your own background. And that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. How to create your own background. Take a look at this. A little bit too small. But if this were really part of the background, I shouldn't be able to click on that picture and move it, should I? Because what happens? If you take a look at that little picture, what happens when you go to the next slide? It moves. It's not in the exact same place. And you can avoid all those things by using what's called the slide master. And we're going to take a look at that in just a few minutes. Okay? All right, so let's go on to the next one. Here's one that was pretty decent. And again, I'm thumbing through this, so it may go by pretty quickly. Okay, so what are some of the things that they did well in this presentation? Say it again. Background consistent, really good. What else about the background specifically? Yeah. Colors. Okay. Good contrast. You notice how he opened up the slide. What we mean by that is he didn't try to cram everything right into the middle of the slide. He opened up the slide a little bit. The yellow lines don't have as much contrast, so he's able to type over them and put pictures over them, and you're still able to read the text. But the blue lines provide borders, right? Because those are high contrast areas. So he's able to put more text. He's able to make his text larger, his pictures larger, because he opened up this whole area in his slide right here. Make sense? Okay. What else did he do well? Come on, you guys, stay with me. What else did he do well? Pictures in the same place. Good location. What else? Good information. On some slides, it may be a little bit too much information, like this one here. But still, you could tell he did research and had good information. Good consistent background, good consistent graph with the background and the whole color scheme of the school. Okay. Now, what are some things that he could have done better or different? Say it again. Kept it consistent with the bullet point. See how that one has a bullet point? No bullet point on that one. Okay? Keep it consistent. Either or. Personally, you really don't need bullet points, but yeah, go ahead. I didn't hear you. Say it again.
The framing of the pictures are consistent.
Okay, the framing of the pictures should be more consistent. See how you got one on there? No frame on there, but a little drop shadow. See how he has picture captions there? That isn't even a picture, that's clip art. No picture captions on that one. Okay? Again, those are the little things that I'm going to be looking at when I go to grade this weekend. Okay? What else could he have done better or different? Pictures on every slide. Definitely. Okay? Check this out. Here's some other ways that he could have been consistent. You see the text down here? San Jose State University Spartans. That Spartans there, that's a pretty unique font, right? But his font here in the heading is different. Okay? So maybe he could have tried to use a font that was very similar to that. You have like 500 fonts on your computer. It may take some work, but I'm sure you can find a font that's similar to the one that is in your school logo. Okay? And that's another way you can get really good points, is to make this thing as consistent as possible in as many different ways as possible. Okay? He had good balance on his slide. He had a star here, he had a star here, balanced it out. He had the logo here in the bottom corner. Use that same logo here in the top corner. Okay? But again, beginning graphic design students, they like to put too much into their slides, and this one is not too much, and he did a good job of not adding too much. You don't need a big logo all in the background, because your type is going to go in and out of that logo. You don't need to put the logo in all four corners of your slide. Okay? So those are some quick few things of what not to do. Have you guys seen that show, What Not to Wear? This is what not to do. Okay, let's take a look at this last one. Academy of Art University.